Welcome to IGTV Session 2. Today I'm joined by a very special guest, my sister, Gina.
Hi!
And today we're going to be talking about our favorite albums to listen to during the fall and winter. Gina, what's your first album?
My first album that I picked is Red by Taylor Swift.
Great album.
It's a very nostalgic album to me. It came out when I was in 8th grade and I've listened to it actually every fall ever since. My favorite song originally was State of Grace, so I learned it on piano. Another one of my favorites is All Too Well because it's just so blaringly sad and beautiful. And also, my most recent favorite is Sad, Beautiful, Tragic. I like all this, a lot of the sad songs, but I feel like there's a lot of happy bops on here too. Yeah, it's a great all-around album.
I feel like the slower, more sad songs, All Too Well, Sad, Beautiful, Tragic, those are all of my favorites too.
Yeah, I feel like the sad sound kind of goes with the leaves dying vibe.
Yeah. Okay, so my first pick is All We Know of Heaven, All We Need of Hell by Paris. This is a great album to listen to, especially during the winter. There's a song on here called Winter, and yeah, I've been listening to it a lot recently, and just going into Christmas season, I'll have this album on. If you saw in my last video, I listen to Paris all the time, so this is a great pick for me.
Yeah, I love that album too. My second choice is Nirvana's MTV Unplugged from New York. This is my favorite Nirvana album. They are one of my favorite bands ever, and while I listen to it at all times of year because it's acoustic, I feel like it's a really cozy album, very relaxing. I just feel like you could really appreciate Kurt's voice, and the whole, just look at it, it looks like fall. My favorite song on there is About a Girl, acoustic. It, again, my favorite Nirvana song ever. I also love Something in the Way, so beautiful. All Apologies, they all just get to my emotions. I have an obsession with Kurt's cardigan in this. I own a million cardigans because of the YouTube videos of this album. It's very entertaining to watch if you're ever looking for something to watch on YouTube.
Yeah, around Christmas time or afterwards, I feel like we always find ourselves watching live performances like this.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a good one.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
My second pick is a very special album to the both of us. It's Warning by Green Day. Every Thanksgiving, me and Gina go to a park nearby and we'll dress up and take pictures, and we always listen to this album straight through. It's become our Thanksgiving tradition, which I think started because the last track on this album is called Macy's Day Parade. Yeah, and it's a great album, so.
They mention my name in the album. That's my favorite part about it. It's so good. My third pick is Flicker by Niall Horan. I have not gotten sick of this album yet, and I have listened to it so many times for the past few years. It's his first solo album. It feels like Christmas to me in a very sad way almost, especially once you get to the track Flicker. That's definitely one of my favorites. I also love This Town, and I love Slow Hands. Slow Hands is fun. And we saw him in concert for this album, and we were just a few rows away from the stage. Honestly, one of the best live performances I've ever been to in my life. Not a surprise. It's a very special album to me. I'm a huge fan.
My third pick is A Girl Left of the Murder by Incubus. Last fall, I found myself listening to this all the time, so I think that's why it kind of takes that feeling now. One of my favorite songs is the title track, A Girl Left of the Murder. I watched so many live performances of that song. I've watched it so many times. Agoraphobia, Six Sad Little World, there's so many great ones on here, so definitely check it out. And recently, Incubus actually came out with an acoustic version of Agoraphobia, and it was amazing. So, yeah. What is your final pick, Gina?
My final pick is Uno by Green Day. Every time we drove upstate New York for New Year's, we listened to this album. We haven't done it in a while, but it is a very clear memory of mine. It just makes me feel like cold and like New Year's, new beginnings. I don't know, it's really good. Green Day is also my favorite band, so I love them, and I felt like they were great to save for last. My favorite songs on the album are Stay the Night, Fell for You, and Oh Love. I don't know, they're like very heartwarming. Green Day could be like really hardcore, really like cozy. And I don't know. It's a really good classic album for me.
Last year, I listened to Let Yourself Go all the time.
All the time.
During like fall, winter, so I definitely appreciate it during this season.
Yeah. Also, Sweet 16 is on that album, and I played that at my Sweet 16.
Yeah. My final album is Made in the AM by One Direction. This album celebrated its 5th birthday yesterday. And yeah, I honestly, One Direction albums always feel like fall to the both of us.
Yeah.
And this one especially. I think one of my favorite songs on here is What a Feeling, because, I don't know, it really captures, like, winter for me.
Yeah.
So Made in the AM. So, all of these songs you could find on a playlist that I made on Jade's Spotify profile page, and listen to all of them. I'm telling you, you'll enjoy it. Yeah, so thank you for watching. A big thank you to my sister for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
I'm sure you'll be seeing her in many, many videos in the future. Please comment anything or anyone that you want to see in upcoming videos. And yeah, see you next time.
Bye. Welcome.
You didn't have to breathe that hard.
Welcome to IGTV. My name is Gina DeLuca, and I'm here with my sister, Janine DeLuca from Jade the Band. I'm the special guest, but I decided to take over today. How are you doing today, Janine?
Fine.
Oh. I eat dinner every night at 5 o'clock. It's 6:55. How do you think I feel?
I'm gonna run out of storage, really. I'm gonna run out of storage. I look like I'm crying.
No one cares.
Okay. Gina,
you're
make your own show! This is my show!
Well,
This is my life. This is my life on the edge.